What's up, guys? Wanted to put together this brief tutorial here. It's going to be talking about basically the red line, the club down, and we're just going to kind of talk about the best ways to kind of stay in range. Now, I do have other videos for helping you be able to tee off and get in position. I'm going to post a link in the description down below for that video, because let's say this wasn't a tee shot. If it was just like a par 4, we weren't going into this green here, and you wanted to set yourself up, try to avoid these red lines and club downs, there is a way to do it. And I'm going to post the link in the video description. But for this, we're just going to focus on what your approach should look like. And here you can see a wind that is kind of against us pretty considerably here. And one thing I want to say is here's the bottom of the club. So here's the min value. Let's see how many rings we have with basic ball on. That's about 5 right there. It's like 6 rings. And for you guys that are new players, it's even less. It's even less. So you'll see that as a club, and you can see that I'm using a Root 7 here. And when looking at Root 7, it's already kind of maxed out or very close to its max power that it's going to get, 196. Let's say that was more in the 190 range. You're only going to have like 2 or 3 rings of movement. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is how can we combat that, especially off a tee shot. So let me switch to something like a Mojave. And you're going to see how much this zone. So the min, here's what's interesting to notice about this. So min, notice, is the same line. So it didn't affect this min. But what it did is, instead of it being 5 rings, now it's 10 rings. Now it's 12 rings. We've almost doubled our range here. Not quite, but almost doubled. The next thing that I want to talk about is your starting point. So I don't have my app open right now, but let me just go back and open the Guide for Ultimate Golf. This is free for Android, free for Android, free for iOS. It's called Guide for Ultimate Golf. I can also post the links to this in the store as well. So let me just pop open this real quick. Trying to get into the calculator. You see, we are kind of stuck here. Just do it this way. See if we can get this. So here it comes. Just going to get rid of this ad real quick. So it runs on ad for the wind calculator. There is a subscription service. It is less than 5 cents a day, so worth it either way. The subscription's up here, $149 a month. It's not even 5 cents a day. So it does take away the ad to make it a little bit more user-friendly. But one of the things that I just wanted to show you here is we're going to pop this, overlay the game right here, and we're just going to say we'll switch. Of course, I got to go out because I'm running the free version. So we'll come back in with the correct bag like you see here. And one of the things that I want to point out to you is we'll get a rough count. So if the wind was 11, we need at least 10 to 12 rings. So we kind of, this is just saying, so we're going to have to choose a starting point that's down here. But the point to get this rough count is to know how much from the max line we need to set up. So for instance, if we wanted to set up with the hole here, which, we wouldn't do anyway, but the point is, let's say the pin was back here. Instead of us setting up a target up here, we're going to set up where we know we can. So this would be a perfect example. We're just going to set up at the min line here, and we're just going to take off some of this spin. So what you're going to see, especially in headwind scenario, is it's going to condense this ball guide down. So even though it looks like it might be going through the hole, it's going to condense down greatly. So here you can see with the way that we're set up here, we're going to pop open this again. My pop open shut for some reason. I don't know why. This device is not my favorite device to play on. But 11.9, the min value here, and let's just, for kicks, throw the wind directional on. We'll say that our span here was about 12 rings, and we're down at the min line. So we're starting at the min line. which is down here, 12 rings for max, 12 rings at our span, and we're going to get a good count. So here it says move 12 rings. So we need to count 12 rings. So one of the things that I always do is I use a 12-pointed ring. And of course, I don't have a grid on or anything, but you can. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball to this shadow. That's about 5. This is about 10. And then we still need to go 2 more. So this gives us a very nice approximation for how many rings to go. And then keep in mind that we did not extend into the red line because we planned for it. Now you saw that I hit a great ball there, so it's out to the right. But if we catch our ultimate shot, it gives us a very nice shot right at the target. So not the greatest example there for you. Like I said, this is not my favorite playing device, but I just wanted to kind of just briefly pop one here and pop in. And like I said, with the perfect ball there, we are keeping ourselves right on line and giving our chance at the nice hole out. So keep all that in mind. It's some good strategy for kind of extending your club range, but also being able to keep yourself out of that red towards the top and also from clubbing down. Let's say that was a tailwind. We might have to kind of play around with things a little bit. So keep all that in mind. Wanted to pop back here to the Guide for Ultimate Golf, just kind of show you guys this. At the guide section in the top, a lot of the new stuff that I post, it comes right to the very top of the app. So it's right at the guides. Down here at the help, there is a whole community section here. If you click on that YouTube button, you can find me directly. I post a lot of video for this game. Definitely love this game, playing it. So if you guys don't mind checking out some of that content or going to the subscription button, definitely appreciate that. And if you do have feedback or comments, just let me know. And best of luck out there. Take care.